And welcome back to Contemporary Black Voices, where our topic today is dealing with the government shutdown and its implications. During this segment, I would like to focus it more on us. What are the implications for the Black community? We already know that 300,000 Black women have lost their jobs at the federal government. We already know that for a lot of Blacks, the federal government was a means for them to really enter the middle class. But now we're seeing more and more of us in the public as well as the private sector losing jobs, like CBS looked like laid off all the Black folks. Gail, you might as well start getting your little box together because they're going to get rid of you too soon in March next year. But what are the implications of this shutdown on the Black community?
One thing that's happening is Trump is targeting some of the shutdown based on voter records, meaning did you vote Democrat or you vote Republican, and then having his team target specific people based on the voting pattern. And when you're talking about targeting Democrats in a place where there's a lot of Black people, then you're targeting Black people for some of these layoffs. So they're doing it laser style. They're picking who they can lay off, who they think is the most marginal or marginalized population, and then targeting that particular population. And that's what they're doing. And then all the time having people that work with them make racist statements all the time, get away with it. Maybe half apologize after they've said something ugly. But you know what's in their heart after they've said it.
Right.
So that's the bad part. And as Sharon pointed out, that a lot of these jobs or jobs that Black folks have in D.C. specifically, and then some of the other big cities as well.
Think about our city. I mean, you got all the people that work here, even though they may not all be Black, but you've got a lot of government people that work here within our city.
They're brown, they're getting targeted too.
They're brown, they're getting targeted too, right.
By the way, since we brought that up, the polls are showing that the Hispanic vote is starting to shift away from Donald Trump because of images like a 1-year-old in the back seat of an ICE car, or mamas being thrown on the ground and so forth. We're seeing a Hispanic shift against Trump, by the way. So I don't know why they did that in the first place, but we all have Uncle Toms in every group, so that happens.
So, and speaking of laser targeting, they have gotten rid of pretty much every high-ranking African-American and woman within the DOD's command structure. They purged it. So if you look around, from the former Marine general who's in charge of AFRICOM, start at the former chairman, the recent one was the commander who was in charge of Southern Command. So I mean, you just go through the list. There are no high-ranking African-American officers, flag officers, or women. They've gotten rid of them.
So as it relates to, you asked the question, how are Black folks being affected? I can only talk about what I see in this city or the family and friends that I have that do work. They were strained while they were working. And now that they're without pay, the kids is whatever needs to be paid for the kids, if they go to school or whatever, that, like you said before, that still needs to be paid. The stuff still needs to be paid. There's some, just because the government shut down does not mean all of America is shut down. It's not like at Christmas where every business is closed and whatever, and everybody goes on a flat thing. So now you got these government people who are not making money.
And they're prioritizing their bills.
Right.
And what about the Black folks that are all on SNAP, getting food stamps and so forth? Quite a few. Even though there's more whites, there's still a lot of Blacks on SNAP benefits. After a federal judge ruled that Trump had to fund SNAP, and you know what he did? He appealed the decision. So we'll see where that goes. I guess
And he lost.
to an appellate court.
He lost that decision.
He lost the appellate.
He lost the appellate court.
Yeah, but it went to Supreme.
But he appealed it to the Supreme Court
Right.
yesterday.
So, okay,
We're gonna
so I
talk
missed
about
a step.
that.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about
We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that
Okay.
later.
Going
So,
one more
and
step.
so I think the other thing is too, it's not just SNAP, right? So when the federal government's closed, there's no money that are going toward roads, that are going toward education. A lot of our programs, educational programs, they get money from the federal government. You know what I mean? So a lot of that funding, that kind of that equalization funding from from richer areas to poor districts, a lot of that is not being paid.
Well, let me ask this.
in another group, I just thought about it, another group that got fired or laid off, however you want to call it. Okay? And I can't think of the department, but let me tell you the seriousness of this department. If you have a pacemaker or any type of a device in you that needs to be monitored for defects,
Health and
stuff,
Human Services, maybe.
no, it's something else. I think it's part of the
Like consumer protection or something like that.
But anyway, there's a group that monitors all of these devices that could be putting you heart pacemakers, any type of stents that
FDA?
monitor.
Go ahead.
Because they have been laid off, no one is monitoring these internal devices that are installed. Because if there's a defect, they can't make those phone calls or send out emergency emails. Hey, go up to XYZ and have your stuff checked out. So there's a lot of black folks who have pacemakers.
Right. Instance and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. But I want to get back to Caleb and ask him, when you said the roads and different things like that aren't, the money's not coming in. We pay a lot of money in gas that goes to the federal government. Who's getting that money now? Okay. The government shouldn't be getting that money. Well, I mean that should be something that we should get for free right now.
Hey,
okay,
if the government
not
shut down-
free as in free, but at least those taxes should be taken off
Yeah.
because the government can't collect it. And I think if you could ever have common sense rules like that, then you would not have the government shut down because they would say, even though when we come back, we've lost this revenue and because of something that we've done.
Right.
They have no consequence, like right now, as you're talking about where the Senator Kennedy or Congressman Kennedy,
Right.
whoever he is, asked for the Congress not to be paid.
So our community, San Antonio, huge military community, huge intelligence community, national security agencies here, central intelligence agencies here, Air Force intelligence here, a huge active duty and retired military community not getting paid. That is devastating to our economy. Those people contribute to our economies. They spend money in our economy. So it's affecting our broader society within this city.
Good point.
And
You know what I mean?
I don't know if you've seen the emails or the Facebook posting. Even USAA, a major insurance company here in San Antonio, where their primary customers are military or military affiliated, they're doing food drives. So
Yeah.
and I do want to compliment the community at large. It looks like everybody is doing whatever they can to pitch in to help these people who are, at least help them sustain themselves with food. We're seeing all of these food drives at various locations around the city. I know that where my son works, they're looking at doing a food drive.
The mayor got $1.5 million
And she
in
said
food
there's
subsidies.
a fund for that.
Where'd she get it from?
HEB.
Oh,
But I just want to compliment the city
Yeah.
from what I have seen on their efforts to take care of the community. But the churches are doing a lot of things. A lot of the black churches are doing food drives. So I just want to compliment the city on stepping in during this hard time and doing what's right for the community.
Speaking of people not getting paid, and I read a report the other day where the construction company that tore down the White House,
Wing.
they not
He
paid.
ain't paid him,
Trump
right?
ain't paid him.
That's not
Well, that
even
ain't
money,
not-
that's tax dollars.
that
It's
ain't
just-
nothing.
it's just-
That ain't nothing
it's
unusual
just
though for
habit
Trump.
with him, you know what I mean? Because that's not even coming out of his pocket. It's just habit.
Yeah, he don't pay his bill. He's always talking about somebody else. He don't pay his own bills.
I read that and had to kind of laugh
Yeah.
because he has a history of not paying folks.
Yeah.
So this is what we're seeing is a pattern of behavior that, that he just doesn't pay folks.
Yeah. So one last thing. Everybody keeps asking me, like, why are y'all not in the street? What is wrong with y'all? Why are y'all not in the street?
And y'all meaning black.
No, Americans.
Okay.
Why are y'all not in the streets? You should be in the
But
streets.
7 million was a huge number.
It
Right.
was a huge number, but it's over. Like, basically, we need to be in the streets until the shutdown is over with, or until this guy starts to act right, concede, whatever. We need to be in the streets. It needs
Probably
to be sustained.
probably a tactical reason for that, because some people feel if you did it all night long and then to 2 weeks, you would instigate or initiate.
The martial law.
Yeah, and so they're I think they're taking it calmly and coolly, so that pushback can't come the way he wants it to come. So all he can do is sporadic interference. Send the guard to Oregon for a one-time basis only.
So we got a really good discussion here, and something probably we can pick up again and again and again until the shutdown is over. I want to thank Linnell Taylor. She is our producer for today, and thank the guys. And also we want to thank you for listening in. Hit the subscribe button and put your comments in. And this is Contemporary Black Voices, telling our story our way.